Alright, this is the 7th version of Dave's Diamond. Just to compare it in size, you can see version 6 of the Dave's Diamond mechanism here. This one is almost the same. It's just been scaled up so that everything in the mechanism is larger, which adds a little stability. And it also has 2 knucklehead layers instead of 1. So on this version, only one side had a knucklehead layer to it. On this new version, both sides have knucklehead layers. But I still found, even on the new version, that pieces want to separate a little bit like this. Even when everything is larger, things have a little bit of a desire to separate. So this puzzle uses a new idea of encapsulated magnets in the caps. These encapsulated magnets are allowed to stay where they are in their capsule, but flip polarity at will. And this means that anytime these caps come near each other, the magnets seek an equilibrium and flip around and connect to each other. And what this does, or what the goal is to prevent the separation that you see there. Because as long as these things tend to stay together across the puzzle, the mechanism is able to do the rest in keeping everything together. So I'll just snap these back on. Now the result of all that, though, is, let me just get this cap on. There. The result of this is a puzzle that's actually pretty challenging to turn. As you turn the puzzle, the different capsules are designed so that whatever piece you're looking at across all those pieces, they line up into an equally spaced ring. So there are a bunch of different stable positions as you turn the puzzle. But it's actually, it takes a little bit of strength to get these things to turn. But once they turn, once you know how to do that, you've got a working Dave's Diamond, which is really exciting since, as I said, this is the 7th time I've built this puzzle. I have to remember not to talk while I'm turning because it's probably very loud as the encapsulated magnets flip around and find their desired polarities. Okay. Here's our Dave's Diamond death move that killed the first version, the skirting rails version. So we've got these 2 little triangles lined up. So now if I flip over, I'll rotate the bottom here 180. There we go. And now I'll rotate the tips back around. It's kind of satisfying hearing the encapsulated magnets find their new home. Okay, so there's that. Just gonna kind of look at what I've got. Okay, so I'm going to confuse myself, but now in the problem that Dave found, I wouldn't be able to take this cut and turn it. And there it is. So and again, I have to remember not to talk while I'm turning. So just to recap, this puzzle starts with a shells 2x2x2 in the center, works its way out to a Rubik's Revenge 2x2x2 as a second layer, and then the third layer is a knucklehead layer on one tip and on the other tip, so 2 knucklehead layers make up that third mechanism. And then the fourth mechanism is gear feet, which you can look at by by going over to my version 6 mechanism test video. And then 5 is these encapsulated magnets, which are, you know, I don't think they're enough to make a stable puzzle on their own, so I wouldn't recommend jumping over to try to make a big chop with encapsulated magnets, but they do prevent specifically that, which is what this puzzle was struggling with a little bit. Okay, so now let's see if I can undo Dave's Diamond's death move. Let's see. Would that be it? Let's see. Okay. Takes quite a bit of pressure, which means, you know, maybe the magnets I chose could have been a better size. Maybe a lot of things, but I'm really, really happy because it works. Finally, Dave's Diamond version 7 works until Dave finds another move that this one can't do, which I don't think is going to happen. That's Dave's Diamond version 7, and the last time I'm going to build this puzzle. Thanks.